tell you what, I don't know what they did in that car, but it stinks. Welcome to An MG is Born. Yes, we're building an MG, and what a fantastic company Morris Garages was. They built a road roller version. They built a double-decker. But then, sadly, it all went very pear-shaped, and they built that. Now, he said I'd find him in a white garage with a red door. Thank you, Jeremy. Very helpful. Yes, I'm here to meet Mr. MG in my part of the world. His name's Jeremy, and he's going to help me find the vehicle I'm going to restore. Aha! Well, it's not that one, then. Tell you what, he packs them in. Very nice, but I don't like rubber bumpers. Jeremy? Tell you what, Jeremy is a very elusive man, but he's got some nice cars here. This is a 3-litre straight-six 1968 MGC. It's not the car for me, it's a left-hand drive for starters, but it is nice. And so is this. This is a GT. Hardtop, permanent, very nice car, and very special because this is one of only 580 cars built like this in pewter silver and one of the last 1,000 MGBs ever built. A bit too modern for me. And I don't want a GT. It ain't enough cold in here. I tell you what, this is very familiar and maybe a taste of things to come. Jeremy? Pete? Ooh, very nice. Finished ones. This is what I hope mine will look like, or something like it, probably a different colour. Jeremy! Aha! I tell you what, you are a very difficult man to find. Right, I need some help to find the car I want to restore. I'm keen on an MGB Roadster. It has to be a chrome bumper, but I can't kind of make my mind up whether it should be a 60s car or an early 70s car.
Depends on what you want to use the car for. If you're using it as a high days and holidays car, then you could go for something that a collector would go for, which would be a much earlier car. If you want to use it for every day, you can go for a slightly later car, so sort of like mid-70s.
So what exactly is it, though, that makes the later ones more drivable?
Gearbox is different for a start, because the early cars had what they called a 3-synchro gearbox, no synchro in first. The later cars, you've got synchromesh on all 4 gears, and it's a much tougher, stronger gearbox.
In terms of actually carrying out the restoration, obviously spare parts is a big issue for me as a kind of hobby builder. Are they readily available right across the range from the very early cars to the latest of the chrome bumpers? Essentially, the engineering and all the parts used are basically all the same. So, like, your shock absorber would have been used from 62 right till the end of production in 81. So there are only minor changes, as I said, like switchgear. They're different, trim stuff, they're all different. But the range of parts and availability is very, very good. What are the most likely problems I'm going to face? Probably rust. Mechanical components are very tough, very long-lasting. They don't tend to give a lot of trouble. Agricultural, I think somebody describes them as. But no, the engines are very tough. OK, this is quite interesting, because I've been very focused on a 60s car. I don't know why, but I have. You're now saying that potentially an early 70s car might be more suitable to me. Some of the 70s cars were very, very good. In fact, they went from very, very good to very, very bad. If you remember, back in the 70s, we had the steel strikes. And in fact, the very first of the rubber bumper cars, which were built very late 75 and early 76, are made of cheap imported steel, are renowned for being very bad at rusting. Whereas literally a year prior to that, 74, were actually very, very well built. And in fact, we have some cars now that are driving around that are still on their original bodies. The big question is, can you help me find a car? I think I might be able to. I have an idea where I might be able to locate a car for you. One last question. Have you ever thought about possibly having a slightly bigger office? Because there's not much space in here, is there, Pete?
No, it's all right.
Really?
No, we're doing our best, Mark.
It's bijou.
Yeah, OK. Shall we cut?
Should we get on now? Jeremy said I had to come here to a chicken shed. virtually in the middle of nowhere, which is full of fantastic old MGs, but I am looking for an M-registered one, 156M. There's another MGC. Rubber bumper. Old Landy, very nice too. Hillman, yes! Aha! 156M. This is the baby. Not sure about the colour. But hey, Pete, what do you think?
Very nice.
It's all right, isn't it? It's right. It's a 74 car. It's chrome bumpered. Ross-style wheels. This could be the one. What we need to do is get it out of here into the daylight. Unfortunately, a rather lovely old Wolseley's in the way, so we have to move that as well. And then we can have a look at it and see if we can do a deal. Can I just say, Les, that's a really stupid hat. Come on, chaps. Thank you very much. Whoa! Thank you. Lovely. Doesn't look quite so pretty in the daylight, though, does it? Look at Les. He's going to have a grump on now.
I've signed nothing yet.
Oh, that is horrible. This wing's completely shot. Jeremy?
Yes.
Are you pulling a flanker here?
Nope. Standard sort of restoration panels would be wings, doors, rear wings.
You're very confident and relaxed about this, aren't you?
I know. I've done it before.
It's me and him's got to do. Yeah,
Several
exactly.
times.
It's all right for you.
And I'm going to love watching you.
Deal. All right.
OK.
Deal for 1,100. See, you shook before I told you the price.
Oh,
1,100, we'll take it away. Les, meet your new companion for the next 5 months, OK?
Now I'm frightened.
You, me, and that. Work. The MGB Roadster is the quintessential British two-door, two-seater sports car. Launched in 1962, it was an instant hit. The critics loved this simple, robust little car. The 1800cc engine is easily maintained and will give you 22 miles to the gallon, and will do up to 100 miles an hour with no fuss. The MGB stayed in production for an incredible 18 years. During this time, around 500,000 cars were built, making it the best-selling MG ever. At the height of production, 45,000 cars were produced each year, and of those, 39,000 were shipped out to the States. But what does its designer think is the secret of its success?
It is very predictable to drive. It taps you on the shoulder when you're overdoing it in a corner, so you just back off a little bit and you can get a car around the car smoothly. And in my opinion, that is because it's rear-wheel drive.